Hey, my name is Mike Metlock. I'm the owner over here at snapjunkremoval.com. I just want to take a minute to tell you about dumpster rental systems and my experience with them and why I use them. I've been in business for about 7 years doing junk removal. I've been doing dumpsters for about 3 years, and I've run into some issues in the past that caused hiccups in my business, and the dumpster rental system software took care of a lot of that for me. First point I'd like to make is that if you're renting dumpsters to anyone, I would always have your customer sign a rental agreement. In my case, I get them to sign the rental agreement before I take their credit card info. In the past, when I first started out, I would go out with a paper contract and get them to sign on the spot when I drop off a dumpster. But customers can't always be there. As a matter of fact, a lot of them don't want to be there. And if you make them sign a paper contract, it means you have to show up at a specific time rather than just dropping it off, and contractors don't want to deal with that kind of thing. So with the dumpster rental software, dumpster rental system software, that solved that for me, because when they order a dumpster online, they automatically sign that contract, or I don't rent to them. And if you don't get people to sign a contract, you're going to run into all kind of issues with people overloading your dumpsters, or not wanting to pay for extra days, or putting hazardous chemicals or tires, stuff that's going to cause you problems, or damaging your dumpsters. And if you don't have a software that automatically allows that, you might have to split between different softwares to get that signature. For instance, I know there's third-party signature apps. I can't remember the names of them, but if you're trying to combine that with a different website, it just makes one more step and it makes things confusing. And so that's one issue that the dumpster rental system software cured for me. Another one is retaining credit cards on file securely. Again, when I would rent dumpsters in the past, I would take down the people's credit card information and store it in my files, but I wasn't always comfortable with that. I don't want to risk any kind of data breach kind of thing, and I don't want to keep people's credit card on file, and I don't want other people to have access to it. But with the dumpster rental system software, it just keeps their credit card file online for you. You don't see the number, but you don't need to. Why that's important is, the biggest one is because whenever you have weight overages, if you're charging extra money per ton, you can go back and charge that credit card that they have on file, and it's seamless integration, and you just do it and it's not a big deal. Also, if a customer wants to pay for extra days, you keep that credit card on file and you just charge the extra days to it. Also, whenever you have repeat customers, it automatically keeps their card on file, like with contractors, and anytime they order another dumpster, you can just add that dumpster to their card, and it's not a big deal, and it automatically sends them invoices and all that. So in the past, I've even had customers call me angry, like half accusing me of stealing their credit card info, or using it to buy a pizza or whatever. So there's weird things that go on with it, but the dumpster rental system software, like I said, allows you to get the customer to sign a rental agreement online, and it keeps their credit card on file in case you have any issues or you need to charge extra money later, which you'll do a lot of. Finally, it allows true online booking, so it actually keeps track of your inventory for you and where it's located. It'll even show it to you on maps. It lets you know on your calendar what days you're picking it up, what days you're dropping it off, where you've charged extra days, all that kind of thing. And so in the past, I've had to write it in my notebook, oh, I'm going to pick it up this day, and then I'll have to move it around in my little handwritten notes whenever the customer reschedules or whatever. But and then customers will try to schedule stuff that I don't necessarily have in stock, so I have to explain to them that it's not in stock. But with the dumpster rental system software, it's all just automatic. So I know what I have. I know when it's going to be available next, and it just takes care of it for me. And one more thing before I go, those are the main reasons I bought this software, and it's working great for me. And they have a ton of features. I could go on and on about it, but you'll just have to look for yourself. Last thing I'd mention is mileage fees. In the past, when I'm talking to people on the phone and they're a little bit out of my area, but I still want to service them, but I need to charge a little bit extra per mile, you know, $4 or $5 per mile to go out of my service area. That's kind of an awkward conversation to have on the phone. A lot of customers are kind of put off by the fact that you're charging mileage fees, and they expect you to just service their area no matter what. With the online booking, though, I get a lot of customers that are willing to pay that extra mileage fee, and it's not an awkward phone conversation, and they just pay it, and it's great, and so it's extra revenue stream. I charge personally $5 per mile out of my 20-mile radius service area, and sometimes I'll get people paying an extra $100, and it's like it's not a big deal, so that's great. Anyway, if you need a dumpster rental / junk removal software, I do highly recommend Dumpster Rental Systems. Look up Jeremy Thrailkill in some of our Facebook junk removal discussion groups, and I'm sure he'll be happy to respond to you and tell you all about it.